Spiritual bypassing. What is spiritual bypass? How does this look in our lives? Why should we recognize when this is happening? Some ways to examine and release situations, people, places, and things. Spiritual bypass, coined by John Wellwood, have the tendency to use, defining spiritual bypass, have the tendency to use spiritual ideas and practices to avoid facing unresolved emotional issues. It essentially involves using spirituality to sidestep difficult emotions and uncomfortable realities rather than address them directly. How this could play out in your reality is addressing an issue that you thought you had resolved concerning a person, place, or thing. And then this thing has resurfaced with other ideas attached to it that was not there before. Now, at this crossroads, you could bypass this thing because in your mind it is resolved and dealt with, or do you go deeper, aka inner work, and examine this person, place, or thing to see why it is resurfacing? Is it to show you that it has been resolved because it does not affect you any longer? Or do you need to re-examine this thing because new ideas may be attached before you can completely release that thing? Why should you have a understanding and recognize when this is happening, aka spiritual bypassing, so we can be able to examine and release? Let's define examine. Inspect someone or something in detail to determine their nature or condition. Investigate fairly. Some ways to examine and release: asking why 5 times. Allow yourself to be angry. Give yourself a day, an hour to feel. Understand the inner conversation you are having, then release. Ask yourself, how do you feel in the body, and where in the body are you feeling it? Because we all know that dis-ease can come with undealt emotions or trauma. Some ways to examine and release: asking why 5 times. And this is an example of asking why 5 times. So just say, I take my car to the dealership. Let the dealership know that I have oil in my driveway. Okay, why is it oil in your driveway? Because the line is punctured. 1. Why is the line punctured? Because part above the line is rubbing on the line. 2. Why is the part rubbing on the line? Because the bracket that holds the part is corroded and it is off. 3. Why is the bracket corroded? Because liquid from another part has been dripping. Why is it dripping or leaking? Because it doesn't have a cap. Asking why 5 times allows you to get to the root of the matter instead of only focusing on the surface issue. Our conversation today on spiritual bypass, talking to your therapist, spiritual leader, or whoever you have as counsel. This is not a replacement to professional help, just an aid to what has already been working for you.